welcome back. You're watching the news on headlines now. Well, Kolkata Knight Riders owner and Bollywood icon Shah Rukh Khan today said he would try and find a role for Saurav Ganguly in his IPL team after the former Indian skipper remained unsold. Now, Ganguly, who led Kolkata Knight Riders in the last edition, was left red-faced as none of the 10 franchisees showed interest in buying him at the two-day auction in Bangalore. But there has been a lot of anger in Kolkata against the Knight Riders management. The fans of Ganguly yesterday burnt Shah Rukh Khan's effigies in Kolkata, protesting his exclusion from the team. Well, overnight crore-patis, that's the magic IPL can do as well. A number of Indian cricketers have jumped from the lakhs to the crores pretty much overnight. Take a look at this report.
Celebrations in the Yadav household in Nagpur on Sunday after news came in that their son Umesh had literally become an overnight crorepati. The 23-year-old impressed his IPL employers Delhi Daredevils so much that the franchise decided to buy him back for almost 14 times his price over the last 3 years. Yadav's IPL price went from 23 lakh rupees per annum to a huge 3.45 crore rupees.
इतना हमको तो मतलब अच्छा लगा कि अच्छा के माने मैं कूदने लगा यहाँ भाई इतना पैसा कभी मैं सुना नहीं अपने मतलब कमाई में.
Yadav was not the only one whose bank account got a serious boost. A number of young Indian players saw their IPL fees turn from lakhs to crores. Previously bought at base prices, they're now going to get 8-figure salaries thanks largely to their IPL performances.
मैं एक्साइटेड तो होता हूँ कि लास्ट ईयर मैं 20 लाख में खेल रहा हूँ आज इस बार 2.30 से 1.30 पे खेल रहा हूँ तो मुझे बहुत एक्साइटेड हो रहा है.
And in some cases this led to fierce bidding wars between the franchises, like in the case of Sudeep Tyagi.
240. So what you got to understand is when IPL, the first auction happened, there were a lot of crore-patis who are no more wanted in the teams. They've almost become patis at home. So the lakpatis have gone on to become the crore-patis now. And eventually sometime they will also, there'll be another generation that will come through at some time. And these guys will also have to go home.
There was even some unhappiness and fighting when Royal Challengers and Kings 11 both zeroed in on Saurabh Tiwari.
You know, this tournament's one of the Indian players, the Indian Premier League obviously is this. The Indian players who are going to win you this because you can only have 7 players. You can only have 4 foreigners in a starting lineup, sorry. So it's the 7 Indians who are really the ones you need to count on.
One can only hope then that the franchises and the BCCI equip these young players to deal with the trappings of immense stardom, success and money that are now synonymous with the IPL. With camera person Kumar and Rika Roy in Bangalore, Anjali Doshi for Ndtv.
Well, staying with cricket after the stupendous success of the Dubai edition of the Super Sixes, which was the first international corporate cricket format, the city-based Ignite Sports are all set to host the Chennai's first and biggest corporate tournament, the Chennai Super Sixes. The tournament will be played in a knockout format, where each team will comprise of 6 players along with 2 substitutes. From quarter-final onwards, the tourney will have 8 international cricketers like Sanath Jayasuriya, Vinod Kamli, Arvind De Silva, Robin Singh, Sunil Joshi, Lance Klusner and many others.
It's something different, and I think that the corporate people will enjoy playing with the international cricketers. So that's the key thing, which sometimes they don't get a chance to play, and they get opportunity, and then we also get something different opportunity to play with those the companies. So I think it's going to be an interesting one.
I just like a get together for us, but when we are on the field, it's serious, because every team, whoever is participating, they want to win, and the expectations are high. So we also get sometimes under pressure. So all the legends will be coming, and I think for the corporate people will be good fun, because playing with their heroes, and it will be a great tournament, and I feel that people will definitely shouldn't miss this.
And well, with the IPL and the T20 format being the topic of discussion all across the globe when it comes to cricket, we caught up with Hemant Badani, the former Indian cricketer who is presently part of the T20 TNCA League Cup, and told us how and why smaller T20 tournaments within Tamil Nadu will help showcase young fresh talent for the IPL and their chances of getting drafted into the Chennai Super Kings.
You were saying it's perfect timing that this tournament is being held now. Could you state those reasons?
The reason I say that is because the Ranji Trophy for Tamil Nadu is over right now, because they've finished with the semi-finals right now, where they've lost to Rajasthan, and now the next stage of first-class cricket is the T20 format and the one-day format. So if there are guys who are going to do well in this tournament, I'm sure they're going to get picked for the Ranji Trophy for the one dayers. And as I mentioned earlier, that also CSK is looking out for players. So when I say CSK, Chennai Super Kings, so they are looking out for players. And if someone does well, I see no reason why they can't be picked.
And CSK has already picked up on the younger, fresh faces so far, so you never know whether they're going to pick up from talent that is going to be showcased in tournaments like this. Is that what you're saying right now?
See, what's happened right now is the auction was done for the players who are capped. Capped meaning the guys who played in the past 5 years for the national side. There are a lot of other younger guys who haven't played for the national side, who only play Ranji Trophy cricket, or in fact, a lot of these first division players haven't even played Ranji Trophy. But if they happen to do well in this tournament, there is a chance where CSK could actually draft them in and be a part of the squad.
All right. Now, in terms of T20 cricket, it is the most exciting form of the game so far in terms of crowd attraction. Do you think it's killing the longer form of the game?
Well, I don't think that really happens because if you watch the recent India-South Africa series and if you watch the Ashes series, there are enough guys to watch the longer version of the game. So I don't think that really eats into it. But I do believe that each formats have their own charm, each format have their own following, and I don't think it's going to really matter in the future that only one format would survive.
Well, that's all from me at the moment. Coming up now is Zungal Sethi with Sadamani. Stay with us.